All right. Thank you for plugging in. I want to talk to you guys all about mental discipline today. A super important topic when it comes to building out your business and businesses. Mental discipline is, and actually for the rest of this month, everything I'm going to talk about is discipline. So if discipline is something you have a harder time with, you struggle in that category, each week I'm going to cover a different topic that has to do with discipline. So today is all about the mental. There will be emotional, there will be physical, and there will be time management discipline. So if those are things that you think that you need a little extra I will be covering that the whole month of March, because we want to take you on a journey with us, and you're going to have in business some discipline, right? So when I was putting my notes together for this, one thing I read and would totally agree with is this is not something that you are born with. Okay. Can we all agree that we probably left our clothes laying on our bedroom floor? Our moms probably had to tell us to clean our room most regularly, and eating our vegetables was not something we just automatically wanted to do. Okay. We grew up with, a little bit different compass than we have now as adults. And when we go to, growing that into a business, discipline takes on an entirely new realm for us, right? Even as an adult that works a 9-to-5 job, you kind of have somebody instilling discipline in you, right? You have to show up at 9. You cannot leave till 5. You get to take your lunch break here and here and here. And that's why a lot of people have a really hard time growing into entrepreneurship. And a lot of people will find themselves dabbling, starting in network marketing, because it's a tip of the iceberg. You still kind of have some structure. You're not all the way out there on your own. You have a team, you have a leader, you have someone kind of teaching you the ways. And so a lot of people will go into network marketing and then fly off into a business of their own, or do both, because it's a really good stepping stone and a place to learn. So I always say, I have a business degree, I have a marketing degree, and I fell into network marketing after being a business owner for a number of years in the last economic downturn. So those of you who are network marketers, man, right now is a good time to be building your business, because network marketing always soars when we have economic downturns, of which there is, I don't think any person on this planet that could say that we are not in one of those. We also, anybody who is extremely successful in business will tell you they get excited during economic downturns, because that's when some of the greatest businesses launch. I'm not going to go into all of that because this is on discipline, but this is where, if you've started in network marketing, or you're in network marketing and you just need a little more discipline in your business because maybe you've been in network marketing for a while and your business doesn't seem to be going anywhere, I will tell you that it probably almost 95% of the time comes back to your discipline. Let's start with the mental today. Okay. So one thing that I absolutely love, and we got into this yesterday with my son. Here's a prime example. He actually is turning into one incredible teenager that I know is going to become an incredible adult. And I've seen this shift over the last, I'd say 12 months. All kids are somewhat irresponsible, a little bit lazy sometimes. And so I don't tell him I said this. I always kind of wondered, what personality type is he going to take on? And in this last 12 months, I have watched him turn into this. And I know I can't take all the credit for it. I can't. But I know a lot of it is because of him watching how disciplined mentally, physically, emotionally I am. We're still working on the emotional part. He is a 16-year-old teenager and he's a boy, and that testosterone, we're trying to level it out a little bit. His amount of frustration when things don't go exactly as planned gets to him. We're going to talk about that too this month, is the emotional aspect of discipline. But yesterday we were walking in the house and he has had this project. I don't know if any of you guys know what a Rube Goldberg is, but holy shimoly, I never thought I'd be doing that project. So I'll give you a little overview. You can go look it up on Google. I'm not going to explain what it is. He's in physics. He's already got an A in physics. He's doing extremely well. I probably would have failed physics when I was in high school, just being honest. I just wasn't a good student. So he's a really good student. He's got an A in physics already. He's got this project due, and he's had about a month to do it. Okay. And this is where he's still learning how to be disciplined. And I know that he's getting better and better at it. So he was supposed to work on this while I was in Dubai with my parents, and he didn't want to do it. So he kept telling them no. And they started it, but then it moved to the basement, and it's taken over this entire ping pong table down there, and 2 kitchen chairs had to go in the basement. And I wanted my kitchen chairs back because we were having some guests over on Saturday night. So I was like really pushing him to get it done so I could have my kitchen chairs back. And he just was not quite mentally disciplined enough to get it done. And so when we came back in from church yesterday, going to lunch after church, we came back in and I go downstairs, finish the project. We have to record this thing so that you can get it to school tomorrow. Because now it's due today, right? It's due. And so he turns around at me, he goes, I know, Mom, eat the frog. So if you don't know what that means, there's a book called Eat That Frog, and it is wonderful. I made him read it 2 years ago because teenagers love to procrastinate and they have not formed that mental discipline yet. That will help. It's the whole theory of pay now, play later, or play now, pay later. That is all mental discipline. And I do it to myself all the time, almost to neuroticism, whatever you want to call it, neurotic. It's a little bad habit. I sometimes can guilt myself to the point of on Sundays, I don't allow enough rest time. But it's Eat That Frog. Like I know what my goals are for this year. I know what I want to accomplish. And I've broken that down by week. And so I know what needs to get done this week. And if I'm looking at that on Sunday and planning it out, my mental discipline is a little bit stronger to make sure that all of those things get accomplished. And so sometimes that means on a Sunday, I got to put the plan together, just like teachers put lesson plans together. Think of yourself as a teacher of students for your business. That's where we have to start shifting those little things in our brain that will help us become stronger mentally to accomplish the things. There are all kinds of people out there who want to start businesses or want to crush it in network marketing, want to build a big team, want to go all the way to the top. And I've worked with a lot of these individuals, so I'm speaking from direct experience. I actually had a conversation just on social media this morning with a couple of different people. One of them who I've watched for a number of years work a regular 9-to-5 job that they absolutely cannot stand doing, has dabbled in network marketing, has dabbled, but the mental discipline is not there yet. And until it is, your business will not soar. It won't. It's impossible. You have to have some of the mental discipline skills to make it happen. And so along that, there's no one that can do that piece for you. Oh, is my phone ringing? Sorry. There's no one that can do that piece for you. You have to figure out that plan for yourself. So one thing that I do is create a to-do list. And I know that sounds kind of simple. I don't want them on sticky notes or in an Excel spreadsheet or in a notebook or on pieces of paper around the house, because you can't take that with you. I firmly believe, and even in a planner, like I've gone back and forth with the planners, the digital planners. I use my G Suite, my Google as my appointment calendar, so I can run my day by that. I'm not talking about that or a physical write-in planner. I'm talking about a to-do list that you will live each of your days by. This will help you become so mentally disciplined on what needs to get done in each given day. If you follow it though, like we can put all the plans in place, but until you make the decision that you want to be disciplined about accomplishing all of those things, it will not work. So mental discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, the ability to control your emotions, the ability to control behaviors that will help you achieve your goals and overcome obstacles. Mental discipline in athletes is massive. Those who have soared in athleticism they have not done so without some massive mental discipline. And all it takes is a decision. In my opinion, all it takes is a decision. And I talk about this all the time because it always comes back to this. Tony Robbins, pain versus pleasure. You can relate every single thing you do back to that. What do you prefer? To watch Netflix and chill because the pleasure of doing so now is way more appealing to you than the pain of Monday morning not being organized and ready to rock and roll your business. You decide. It's totally up to you, but you have to put all of those things through those filters to make sure you're checking yourself. That will help you on the journey of mental discipline. There are plenty of times, like I kind of kicked myself yesterday because after church we went to lunch, but it was Sydney's birthday today. So we wanted to get together and, and I wanted to see her mom. She was in town. So like we made a choice to go out to lunch. I had a beer at lunch, right? And so I went home with I could take a nap right now, right? That you have to sometimes give yourself those breaks. I'm not saying to completely beat yourself up all the time. If we can call that self-care, we might call that self-care. I'm not sure if drinking a beer is self-care or not at lunch, but I'm not judging you if you don't judge me. Okay. So we do have to have those little breaks in there, but I also know that I know, Joey, you hate these topics because we've worked on some mental discipline with you for the last couple of months. And there's little steps that he's taking though, along the way that it's getting better and better and better. And that's really the key takeaway here. You don't have to be mentally disciplined overnight, but you can take little steps along the way to ensure that you're getting better each and every single day. And that goes in your business, that goes in your physical, that goes in your mental, that goes in your health, and that goes in your time management. Ooh, time management. I cannot wait. When I mapped this out for this month, time management is the last one. This is a prime example, you guys. This is how I've trained my brain. And a lot of this has to go with training your brain. The last one, so next week, I think is physical, and then the 20th is emotional, and then the 27th is going to be the time management one. I am actually on spring break on vacation on that Monday morning. Okay. And that's my favorite topic is time management. And I thought to myself, do you really want to be doing the Monday morning Zoom 2 days into your beach house vacation with 24 of your friends? No. But what's more important, Jessica, the people you're trying to coach and train and talk to them about time management when you're going to be on vacation, or to not do it. So it's a mental discipline thing. I decided I have big goals. I know what I'm trying to accomplish. I know what I'm trying to help other people accomplish right now. So Jessica's going to get up and do the Monday morning Zoom on time management on her vacation, because I'm going to pre-plan, and it's going to take me 30 minutes while I'm there to take time out to talk to my audience about what is important. My time management and your time management. That's mental discipline. That right there, making yourself do the hard things when the hard things kind of suck, right? And that's the issue with entrepreneurs. We have the choice. We have no boss anymore. So you have to have that mental discipline to take the next step forward. You have choices all day, all weekend, all evening, all vacation, all the time. I travel a lot. We were in Dubai, and I will say during that trip, it was a work trip / vacation. It was hard because of the time change. You always have to make those decisions, right? It was very hard. I can be mentally disciplined, but sometimes with the time changes, you can't correlate the time change to the business hours that you normally work at home. But I travel so much, I had to tell myself on this spring break, this one is an actual vacation. I'm going to work very little. I'm lying to myself, but I'm going to work very little. But I'm still going to do some of the small things that have to get done, because like I said, have big goals. It's pain versus pleasure to me. Do I want to come back off of spring break? After I come back from spring break, live launch goes my mastermind that I'm going to be working with all entrepreneurs and business owners for the next 3 to 6 months on launching and getting their businesses to scale. I don't have time to take the whole spring break off. I can't come back from taking a whole week off. I can't. I have to be mentally strong enough to come back and go crush it with people, because I've made a commitment to myself and to them. If you're waking up on the weekends and going, well, I could sleep in, or I could do this, or I could relax. I need to relax today. Now, if you work a 9-to-5 job and you're launching a business, I'm telling you, you're going to have to be one of the most mentally tough, strong people there are. I don't have to do that. I did do it. I got through it. And now I have the ability to work from wherever I want, whenever I want. But that I've had people in network marketing that started their network marketing career, and then shortly thereafter made enough money they could walk away from their 9 to 5. But in their 9 to 5, they have someone telling them what to do every single day. You have to be here at this time. Like I said, you could take lunch at this time, and then you go home at this time. You've never been an entrepreneur, and you go from that 9 to 5 or a boss type mentality to now I can run my day. It sinks a lot of the time because of it comes down to one thing: mental discipline. They got out of that 9 to 5 job. They thought working from home, they've seen other people do it and they're amazing at it. And wow, that looks like so much fun. They get to go wherever they want, whenever they want, and do all the things that they want. But then they don't know how to run a day when it's only them that they have to answer to. Amy, she's one of the people I'm going to be working with. I'm so excited because it's prime for her. She just retired. She is absolutely has a skill set to go help thousands and thousands of people. And I cannot wait to be the one that gets to help her do that. But yeah, she's worked for someone else. I think you did get, during the pandemic, I think that you did get a really nice taste of what it was like to work for yourself, because she was working from home. And I think I could just guess, but I think that during that time, she got to see how amazing it was to kind of work for herself in a sense. Although she had a tight schedule at home, she had to be, doing things according to their plan. But shortly thereafter, she had to go back to work. She decided to retire. And I could be wrong, but I'm kind of thinking she liked a little taste of that. But now that she's retired, I've heard her say, and I've seen her post on Facebook, well, I had no idea how much time could go away in a day when you don't have it masterfully planned with your job. Like, her days are getting eaten up super fast and she's not working anymore. But she has big goals and she has things she wants to accomplish. So now it comes down to, all right, out of the job for a couple of months now, I got to get my ducks in a row and get mentally disciplined and a plan in order. And this is where I'll say hiring a coach and a mentor that's good at this is ultimately the most important thing for you, because if you've never done it, it is going to be tough. You are going to have to learn some new habits. You are going to maybe have to have a transition of, had this boss, don't have the boss anymore, have a coach and a mentor telling me how to structure these things so that then 3, 6, 9, 12 months later, I'm off and running and I'm good. I got it. I've got it figured out. But that transition is not easy. Going from having someone tell you what to do all the time to, I want to run my own business. And now what are the steps that I take every day? And that's what I see network marketers fall into all the time. They love the idea of going and having their own business. Sometimes they start off as just side hustles, and sometimes they stay just as side hustles. I love some of Sydney's posts lately about normalizing the both, the in-between, the both. You can have two. You don't have to start network marketing and quit your job. That's not what it's about. It's about having another stream of income, and everyone needs one right now, whether that's network marketing or, online businesses right now. You guys are, they're exploding because we can create so much on the internet now and be available to people worldwide that you can take a very small superpower. I talk about this all the time. If you can just hone in a little bit on that superpower of yours and we can create a business out of it, you can monetize it so easy. And I don't think people understand how easy it is for you to go launch and build your own thing, whether that be network marketing, whether that be your own business, whether that be a combination of the two. If you really do want to get out of that 9 to 5, it has never been easier. It's never been easier. We have so many tools and it's so easy to shift to that, but you are going to have to figure out really quickly how to be mentally disciplined enough to do the hard things when it doesn't seem so easy. So just a few things on why mental discipline is so important as an entrepreneur. It will help you develop the habits and focus, and here's this word, perseverance, that you are going to need to make it to the top of whatever said career is, whatever if it's your own business or your network marketing team or whatever it is. It's going to help you develop all of those things that you need to be successful. It can help you improve your relationships, because if you are mentally disciplined enough to do all of the things that you need to get done, you're going to attract more people, and you're going to attract the right people, and you're going to attract the right business partners. Because I can't tell you how much in network marketing I look at people and go, if you would just show up more consistently and have more discipline in your business, you would attract all of the people that you want for your team. The problem is you don't have that mental discipline or consistency. So you go in and out and in and out and in and out, and people don't really know what you're doing. So they're never going to join you in what you do. They're never going to hire you or do business with you, because they can see this in and out, in and out, in and out. And it's nothing that they would want to join. Why would they want to? People want to join people who they can see are going somewhere, and they're very sure about where they're going and what they have for you. So it will help you improve your relationships in business, in your career, and your overall well-being by enabling you to make better decisions, manage your stress, stay motivated. I've done some trainings on, and we'll do more in the future, about motivation or discipline. Which is better? Which is more important? It's absolutely hands down discipline. You can be motivated one morning and not motivated the next, but if you are disciplined to get up and go to the gym, you will get the better body. If you are motivated to work on your business one day, but not the next, if you're disciplined to do the to-do list and check it off every single day, your business will get better. It will grow. Motivation comes and goes. Every single day, you have to decide whether to be disciplined. And on the motivated days, go get your bang time in. I love that. My bang time's from like 8 a.m. to like 2 p.m. Best time ever to create business for me. Figure out when that is. That will help with the discipline too. Because if you know that your schedule of crushing business is from 8 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, don't schedule all your business activities at night unless you have to, right? Like we don't, I mean, if we're working a regular 9 to 5, you don't always have those choices. That will take some discipline too, right? But if you know that your bang time is from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and you have Saturday and Sunday off, and you're working a regular 9 to 5, but your goal and your dream and your vision is get a business launched and off the ground, then 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. it is on Saturday and Sunday. You should be working your business, fitting all of those things in so that you can maximize the hours that you have. If you work in your bang time, bang time, if you've never heard that term before, is the time when your brain is firing the most, coming up with the most ideas. You can sit at your desk in front of your computer and crush the most amount of activities in a short period of time and stay laser focused. That's your bang time. So schedule your activity around that bang time so that you're utilizing it the very best. The silliest thing to do would be to use that bang time for other activities like grocery shopping, cleaning the house, watching Netflix. There's where the discipline comes in. You need to figure out what that schedule is for the week. Time management, we're going to talk about that while I'm on vacation in 3 weeks. But that's how you become a more mentally disciplined person. You can apply this in so many areas of your life: sports, academics, business, personal relationships. You can apply, when you are a mentally disciplined person, you will have so much more success in so many more areas of your life. It will almost like, it's like a domino effect. All of those pieces will fall in place when you are more mentally disciplined. It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's not about not giving yourself a break. Like I said, you do have to have some self-compassion. You want to avoid burnout. You don't want to go crazy. I've done that because I'm a little over the top when it comes to the mental discipline. I feel like if it's not operating at, like 10x warp speed, sometimes I have to make myself, I literally put in my to-do list some days, rest, because sometimes I won't, because I will go until I'm like, okay, stressed out, being crabby to my husband, being crabby to my kid. I know I've overdone it. So we do have to schedule some of that in there if we are overachievers and those extreme entrepreneurs, right? Ultimately, mental discipline is a mindset that allows you to take control of your life and become the very best version of you. Okay? I'll say that one more time. Ultimately, your mental discipline is a mindset that allows you to take control of your life and become the very best version of you. How many of you want to become the very best version of yourself and have the very best CEO running your household, the very best CEO running your business. Would you hire someone else to do it? Or do you want to hire yourself to do it? I've owned a lot of businesses, and I will tell you that the person who cares the very most about your business, its bottom line, its employees, its customers, its sales, is you. You can hire people to do some of the things, but you should know how to do most of the things, because no one's going to care more about the success or failure of that business than the person who owns it, runs it, and puts their pillow down or their head down on their pillow at night and says, are we going to make it? So ultimately, I want you to become the very best version of yourself so that you can be the very best CEO of your life, and you can be the very best CEO of your business. And I am willing to help so many people go and do that. So if that's one of you and you jump on these Monday morning Zooms, but you want more, please get in touch with me. I want to help a group of entrepreneurs absolutely explode in the next 3, 6, 9 months. And I am here for all of it. Okay. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Come on back next week. We're going to talk. It's either emotional or physical next week. Discipline. Can't remember, but we're going to talk about it. Okay. Hope you guys have a great week.